Hi everyone. So today we're going to learn about solving multi-step equations. So first I'm going to go through the steps, and as we go through the steps, I will solve the example that we have over here. So the first equation we have is 4 times x minus 9 equals 2 times x plus 3 plus 10. So remember that your equal sign separates your left side from your right side. So if it helps you, make that line there so you can see your left side and your right side. So first thing I want to do with this equation and with every equation is look to see, can you apply the distributive property? So I'm going to distribute if I can. Remember, distributing means that you are multiplying. So I can do that here. The 4 multiplies with the x. The 4 multiplies with the negative 9. And that gives us 4x minus 36 equals. On my right side, I can also apply the distributive property. The 2 would multiply with the x. The 2 would multiply with the 3. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 3 is positive 6. And then I want to bring down my positive 10. So next thing we want to do is we want to look to see, can we combine like terms? And the most important thing to remember is that when you combine like terms, they must be on the same side of the equal sign, which is why having this line will help you to remember that, because it's kind of like a blocker. So on my left side, I have 4x minus 36. Those terms are not like, so I cannot combine them. On my right side, I have 2x plus 6 plus 10. 6 and 10 are like, they're constants, so I can combine these together. So 6 plus 10 would be 16. So now I have 2x plus 16 on my right side and 4x minus 36 on my left side. So now I want to look to see, do I have variables on opposite sides? And if I do, I need to eliminate the smaller amount by using inverse operations. And I do have variables on opposite sides, so I am going to want to eliminate the smaller amount. So we're just going to write in step 3, eliminate the variable from one side. And remember, you do that by using inverse operations. So I'm going to take away 2x from the right side. And then I also have to do it from the left side so I stay equal. So now 4x minus 2x is 2x. And then I got to bring down all my other terms. So minus 36 equals 16 now, because the 2x minus 2x is 0. Now we have an equation that hopefully everyone remembers how to solve. We're going to finish solving the equation using inverse operations. So finish solving equation. So we do that by first getting the 2x by itself, which means I need to eliminate my minus 36 by doing the opposite and adding 36. And remember, you have to do it on both sides. 36 eliminates. I have 2x is equal to 16 plus 36 is going to give me 52. Then we'll have to divide both sides by 2, and x would be equal to 26. All right, so these are the steps you're going to follow for every equation. And this is the order you would have to follow. You're not necessarily going to do every step, but that is the order that you want to look for each thing. So let's do 1 and 2 together. So number 1, we have 12w minus 4 minus 7w equals 3w minus 10. So first we have to look, do we need to apply the distributive property? So if I look back here, I don't, because I don't see a set of parentheses with a number on the outside. Now I want to look to see, are there like terms to combine? Now remember, your like terms have to be on the same side of the equal sign. So if it's going to help you, put that line there so you can see your left side versus your right side. So on my left side, I have 12w minus 7w that are like, that we can combine together. So 12W minus 7W would be 5W. Bring down my minus 4 equals. And on my right side, I have 3W minus 10, which are not like, so I would just bring it down. So now I want to look to see, do I have to eliminate the variable from one side? Do I have variables on opposite sides that I need one of them to go? I do. I have 5W on the left side. I have 3W on the right side. You always want to eliminate the smaller amount. So since 3W is smaller than 5W, I'm going to subtract 3W from 3W and 3W from 5W. 5W minus 3W is 2W. Bring down my minus 4 equals, on my right side, the 3W's are now eliminated, and I'm left with a negative 10 because there's a negative sign in front of it. So now we just want to finish solving the equation. We want to get the 2W by itself, but 4 is being subtracted from it. So we got to do the opposite and add 4 to both sides. 4 is now eliminated. I have 2W equals negative 10 plus 4 is negative 6 because the signs are different. So when they're different, I subtract and I keep the sign of the integer with the greater absolute value. Now we have 2W equals negative 6. 2 and W are being multiplied, so the inverse is to divide by 2, and I get W is equal to negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3, because when you are multiplying or dividing, if you have an odd amount of negatives, remember the product or quotient will be negative. So since I have one negative here, 1 is an odd amount, so it means it's going to be negative. All right, so let's move on to question number 2. So we have 6 times 3a minus 1 plus 10 equals 12a plus 40. So I'm going to put a dotted line where my equal sign is so I can clearly see my left side versus my right side. And now I'm going to follow my steps for solving equations. First step, distribute. So can I apply the distributive property here? Yes, I can. The 6 has to multiply with the 3a. The 6 has to multiply with the minus 1. So 6 times 3a is 18a. 6 times negative 1, because of that minus sign, is minus 6. Then I bring down the plus 10 equals 12a plus 40 just gets brought down the way it is because it's not being multiplied with anything. So step 2, can I combine like terms? Yes, I can. I see on my left side I have negative 6 and positive 10 that are constant, so they can combine together. So my 18a gets brought down. Negative 6 and positive 10 is positive 4 because they're different signs, so we're subtracting. Since 10 is greater than 6, we're keeping that positive sign. And then on my right side, there's nothing to combine together because 12a and 40 are unlike, so I would just bring it down. So step 3, eliminate the variable from one side. I do want to do that because I notice I have 18a on the left side and I have 12a on the right side. So I'm going to eliminate the smaller amount. Since 12 is smaller than 18, I'm going to do the opposite and take it away. If I take it away from 12a, I also have to take it away from 18a. 18a minus 12a is 6a. Bring down plus 4 equals 40 because the 12a is eliminated. So now we have 6a plus 4 equals 40. So now I want to finish solving my equation. I have to get the 6a by itself by eliminating the plus 4. So I'm going to do the opposite and subtract 4. 4's eliminate. I have 6a equals 40 minus 4 is 36. And then 6 and a are being multiplied. So the inverse is to divide by 6. And that's going to give me a is equal to 6 because 36 divided by 6 is 6. Okay, so now I'd like you to try to do questions 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own. Make sure you refer to the example problems to help you. Also, make sure you are showing your work. If you don't show your work, I'm not going to give you full credit. So you can either type your work into the document or you can do it on paper and submit a picture of your work to me, which might be easier for all of you. All right, any questions? So send me a comment or send me an email.